3 is the future.
Back to the lobby. Let's get Bromein in here.
Get him.
Oh, I literally just said, watch. It'll kick me back here, probably.
Oh, you're in the party. That's
Yeah.
good.
All right, let me get my question. Let me get the question list up here. I lost the question list.
Welcome to our mailbag episode. We got a mailbag episode. That's like
Mail
making
time.
I found it. All right, I found it. Got that. I don't need this.
Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes
Just
me want to
make-
wag my tail. And when it comes, I want to wail mail. Anybody?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Blue's Clues.
Oh yeah.
Little
Oh
boost
yeah.
action. Yeah.
Nope. See, I missed that. That was.
I was
not
gonna
my
say,
kid's
Dan.
year.
That's It's.
Not my year and not my kid's year.
They say
They have multiple eras of Blue's Clues. Though.
No, there's
Don't
only-
they always do the mail song.
there's only one era. There's one era.
Steve.
There's one and
My
a half.
kids were
One and a
not-
half eras. I'll say with that.
My kids were not Nickelodeon kids though either. They were PBS and Disney kids.
Bromein is in a match on my screen.
I know. I'm backing out. I went to go watch you guys, and it took me, I guess, to whoever eliminated you guys, and
I'm sure
They're
to.
probably doing great.
I'm saying, I wish them well.
yeah. Then of course hotel Wi-Fi. Now it's going to take like a minute or two to get back to lobby. No, I'll be fine.
Yep.
Got the questions over here. I don't actually have to look at us.
I made the mistake of opening up the Silicon Valley IMDb page just to refresh
Yeah.
myself on character names and
Oh.
just seeing some of the quotes on here.
I did
I've
it for
actually,
a second too.
yeah, I actually never watched this. So I had to start looking at it, and then I was like, oh, we're gonna go grab dinner. I was like, oh, I want to go grab dinner, and then yeah, I was like, oh, I leave that tab open, and then it was we're playing Fortnite. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to look at this now.
You didn't even watch the pilot. Did you
I don't-
even prepare for
I don't
this?
know anything about
Did you
Silicon Valley.
I was in meetings all day today, so it was it's
We're
So
not,
you
we're
have to
not
do
all
it just
answering
based
every
on what they
question, that's
look
for
like.
sure.
We're not
You do it
answering.
based on what they look like.
We're not answering every question, but I have a list of 28 questions.
Yeah, we don't need to all four answer each one, I think.
No,
okay.
Cool.
and some are short. Some, alright, don't need some big explanation to them.
Sorry if I scared you. I know I have somewhat ghost-like features. My uncle used to say you look like someone starved a virgin to death.
What is that?
It's a quote from Silicon
Jesus
Valley.
Christ. This is all
I have to
great pre-recording stuff too.
Oh, I have to rewatch that now.
It's all here. You can watch. I've been recording since the first match started.
We'll just have to sprinkle in Silicon Valley quotes throughout.
Oh no, yeah, I have to rewatch the show now. Is what I need to do.
It's so good.
It is.
That's one that Laura and I both like too.
All right, so we're jumping into Fortnite here. A couple weeks ago, I don't even remember when the quest happened. I don't know why I made the quest, but I said I wonder if people would actually care to ask us questions about stuff. So I threw it out there for a quest, and I got a whole bunch of responses here. I was actually shocked at the amount of people that answered and asked all kinds, a large variety of questions. And so here we are. We're hanging out. We're playing Fortnite. And I've got a list. I don't have them all, but I've got 28 questions. We'll see if we get through them. We got 28 questions here on a list, and I got Dan, Joel, and Bromein to come join me. So we're gonna answer questions while playing Fortnite. Playing it's a relative term. We'll probably be sitting around, lounging about in the virtual world as we chat about this
shrubbery.
stuff.
This is how I play. This is my play style. I don't. And somebody has marked the dead center of the map. We're not doing that. We're going to go all the way to the end, and then we're going to turn on the gliders, and then we're going to float to wherever the center of the circle is. That's how we play. That's what we're going to do.
Joel's got a whole list of rules.
All right.
I will ask I will ask the first question once we're floating. I'm gonna wait for that moment here.
Okay. Let me just say, respect to the
mailbag.
range on these questions. They go from anywhere from like serious to like completely ridiculous.
All right, so here I am floating away. Look at Dan. Dan's already rocking the victory umbrella for this season. We're on day 3 of the season. All right, I have to follow Joel. While I follow Joel to who knows where. First question.
Drive this bus, Ray. Drive this
The
bus.
first question is from Trash Talk. Trash Talk had the first question. I figure we got to start. You got to start with a heavy hitting question just to get you want to get the temperature set and let everybody know what this show's gonna be about. First question: what's your favorite sandwich? I'll go first because I love sandwiches, but for me it's again Italian sandwich. Just put all the cold cuts. Put salami, put some ham. I mean, even if you can get like prosciutto, put that on it. Put some mozzarella.
Are you crossing into Dagwood territory? Is that a reference I can make that besides me and Joel?
I totally get it. you're good. Yeah.
There you go. Bromein gets it. I miss Italian sandwich. I go to Jersey, go to the deli, and just tell them put all the cold cuts, put all the meats on it, put a fat piece of mozzarella on it. Give me that sandwich all day, every day. That's what I'm going with.
It's a solid question, solid answer. This question is just, it's a heavy hitter. It's very philosophical. And I don't know. I want to go with like something that you wouldn't expect. So I'm gonna say an Arby's beef and cheddar.
Ooh.
And I was just looking at you guys' faces to see you went like, eesh.
See, no, this is
not
the thing here because Ray and I having the Philly Jersey thing.
We're gonna be real snobby about our sandwiches.
No, I like snobby I like real sandwiches too. I'm just like, I want to go with something a little bit surprising, and with a story behind it. Because when we started the dad, I had to go to New York every other week, and on the way back from New York, I would stop at Arby's. I got like the same flight schedule. I would stop at Arby's on my drive back from the airport to my house, and it became kind of a habit. And it's not like Arby's is great. It's obviously not, but like, I was eating Arby's beef and cheddar.
You know what you're gonna get. It's not, it doesn't matter
Diarrhea?
where you are.
like we said, we know what it's gonna be.
I wonder, like someone with a brain injury once in a while, I'm like, you try Arby's again, and then I regret it for the next 2 days afterwards. And then, like 8 months later, I'm like, let me try Arby's again.
It's good. I like it. Dan, tell us your favorite sandwich. What do you got?
Yeah.
See, this is where I was starting to say, Ray and I immediately go to like the hoagie subcategory.
Yes, of course.
Sandwich. So this never crossed my mind. But like, not sponsored. I have to say, there's a place called Primo Hoagies that started in Philadelphia.
That's a good place.
They've franchised out. They've moved to Florida, but they've opened 4 locations in Western Pennsylvania now, which is wonderful for me to be able to get a sandwich on real bread. And they make something called a chicken collet, which is a chicken cutlet, ham, and cheese on a nice hard seeded roll, and that's my winner.
Dude, does nobody have a joke answer? Your guys' answers are like so good, and I'm gonna get lit up.
I said I'm starting it with a serious question. I take my sandwich is very serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't talking joke questions.
It reminds me though. Yeah. But it does remind me. I mean, Ray's answer definitely takes me back. I used to have this buddy, Mike, super great guy. Had these great sandwiches. Happens to be from Jersey as well. Learned out later that he's actually friends with Danny DeVito, and ended up having him on some commercials as well. So yeah, he started his own sub shop, Jersey Mike's. Don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Stop.
But my go-to is a club sub. You can't beat it. And the ham, the turkey, got the provolone with the bacon, but you got to get it Mike's way with cherry pepper relish. It's super good. So that is like favorite sandwich, hands down, Jersey Mike's club sub.
I can't believe you know the person. First of all, Jersey Mike's is the best, is the second best. I found one other place that I can get down here in South Carolina, so I frequent Jersey Mike's.
I second that for Western Pennsylvania. It's the best sandwich you can get in my immediate area.
Oh, I love it.
I just want to put it out here as we move on to the next important question that it was Joel's plan to sit in the bush, and Joel decided to sit in a different bush than everyone else. For anyone that ends up seeing the video later or seeing the video on it.
Yeah, we'll check the tape. I feel like you said you were following me.
But then there was a clear bush.
It's the founder bush over there. You know?
It's a
If you could see, if you could
You
see
did
my
mark it. I
screen,
could
if
see
you
it.
could
That's what
see
I
my
went to.
screen, I'm sitting in my diamond throne, and I can see you guys in your bush over there.
That's you know what? That's actually that's accurate.
Ask question number 2. I'm going to come join you.
Question number 2, from Jedi: pancakes, waffles, or French toast?
Yes.
I'm going. Listen, French toast.
Joel just won. He won.
Joel said yes.
He answered correctly.
Yes is the answer. No, they always ask,
that's
people
true,
always
that's
ask this
true.
question. They ask pancakes or waffles, and they don't include the third option, French toast, which is my that would be my
Yeah.
answer.
I do appreciate the French toast option because that's what I would pick as well. I mean, that's all. I'm not going to elaborate
I'm
more on
gonna go
that.
French toast, but I'm gonna go one further. That there's like a family recipe that came up somewhere for a French toast casserole. You basically take a pack of cinnamon, like cinnamon bread, cinnamon raisin bread.
Yeah.
I think it's 6 eggs, cup of milk, something like that. I put a little vanilla, a little nutmeg, a little cinnamon in there. You leave it to soak overnight. You got a brown sugar butter basin before you put it in there, and you just bake it in the oven. And man, that is
You're saying a lot of good things, Dan.
Yeah, that's a lot of good things. I will say I'm leaning towards waffles personally, but there is a place I used to go to for breakfast that their French toast was with challah bread, and it's like thick sliced French toast, and it was like the perfect like get the French toast taste on the outside, but it was just like still kind of just bread towards the middle of it, but it just soaked up syrup and everything just so well, and it was perfect. But I definitely like go to if I'm going anywhere waffles though, because I do still like a kid like to fill every little dimple in the waffle with some syrup. So
You guys
that's
have all
fine.
these fancy answers. I should have said my favorite frozen Eggos. I just love them.
It's a very.
Nothing beat.
there's a place called First
Still can't
Watch.
beat it. I mean,
There's three. First one, you got three.
Lego my Eggo,
There's
I mean.
3 East Coasters here and a Central guy in the chat. I'm gonna let you figure out which one's the Central, which are the Central America answers and which are the East Coast answers.
The only
just keep in
thing better than an Eggo to me is a beef and cheddar from Arby's. That's it. That's the only thing that can beat it.
I will just say this, Ray, for context. I don't know how often you travel west, but I'll tell you this much: when you leave the greater Pittsburgh area, which is a lot of mountainous, craggy rivers, all this stuff, and you hit Ohio, and suddenly you're like, oh, I hit the Midwest. You hit a clear, visible difference around you. You hit a cultural difference, and you can hear it right now.
I hate this so much.
Oh man! All right, we keep rolling. We got a 2-parter here from Quinn Vortex, and we got a bunch of gunfire like right by us apparently. But, all right, Quinn Vortex is a 2-parter.
In game for context, it's just in
Yeah,
game.
yeah, we're playing right now.
It's just,
You East Coasters out here, we just in the Midwest is just cows mooing. That's it. That's all we got.
Cows
Just
and
get
wheat,
crazy.
cows and corn.
The 2-parter. Favorite part and least favorite part of being an admin for Channel 3. And again, I
I'll
didn't.
go first.
I didn't
because
prep
nobody
people.
Else is,
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't
we'll
prep
see.
people for these.
that's yeah. I'm processing here.
I will say my favorite part is just getting things done. They're like, oh yeah, somebody has an idea, and just like, okay, we can make an event for that. We can do this. We can make a quest for that. And like just going and banging it out. Always fun. Least favorite part is when you get a request for a game that's already in the library, and it's not because there's like an ampersand or
Oh.
conflict.
Dan just stole.
Ray,
Dan just stole my
like, is your
answer.
basic agreement?
Say names, Dan. Say names.
Let me tell you, those get a dismiss from me when I put
Everybody gets- Everybody gets one.
I put a dismiss and I put already there. I make it very clear this was a you problem. This was not a me. This was not a me problem.
It's just-
I'll go next.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's tough. Favorite part, I think it's incredibly challenging to be an admin, especially like if issues come up where there's not like a clear like answer. There's a little bit of a gray area, and we've been through these many times. Sometimes in the middle of the night, we're like, we need to decide something, and we like have a little powwow or vote or whatever, and then we make a decision. But my favorite part is when those things go well, and they're like really you know, it sort of sets the tone, sets the culture. Because sometimes those things can be make or break, where it's like we need to make a judgment call on whatever issue, and if we can get it right, that's like the most challenging part of it. But I feel like that's how you cultivate like cultural magic, like later down the road, right? Setting those like important like tone precedents.
I'll go and say my favorite part is probably running events. I have a real good time doing it. My least favorite part is the first 15 minutes of every single event.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us why.
The starting an event, because the gathering of people is in fact the largest headache there is.
Update your game.
Once the gathering has occurred, the doing is great. Like prepping beforehand, awesome. Love prepping. Send messages out. Everybody here. This is what we're gonna do. This is how it's gonna work. And like I've got the plan set. It's in my head. I've got sticky notes. It's gonna be perfect. And then the first 15 minutes is the worst part of every single event, even if it goes well, because I don't know if it's gonna go well. You never know. Yeah, you know, we have a lot of people involved in it, and then it's great after that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good answer. I like that.
That is really good, and I could definitely understand that completely. But I'd have to go with the best part is just I guess having a hand in it, because like coming into Channel 3 and just working with you guys, but working with the community, like just seeing where it came from, where it's at, where it's going, and just being able to be a part of that, it's super rewarding, and it's just nice, and being able to just affect that change. Never thought that I would be in a place where it's like being able to make decisions when being asked to have a say, and then being just part of it, and working with you guys have been great. Least favorite though is sometimes it's when putting on the admin hat is like just sometimes where to start, because sometimes it's just overwhelming depending on the day, or trying to find the time, things like that. It's just you're like, all right, I want to knock out something, but you have a laundry list of stuff that you want to knock out, and you're like, where do I even begin? And so it's sometimes I think that's one of the toughest parts.
All right, I thought I found a bush. Oh, here.
Join me.
First, our first movement just happened. Where's Shola?
You gotta stay in circle.
No, I'll come join you.
Okay.
Those are good answers. I love that. Yeah, and really the best part is the team aspect of it. It's like teamwork makes the dream work. So cringy and cliche, but it's like so true. It's like
it is true though. I mean, yeah.
God, I would make terrible decisions left to my own devices, but like if you get input and like other people are making them, it's great.
All right, let's see. We got next on this list here. Oh, Dan, I guess this is more you and me. White Thunder wants to know about the Steam Deck or the Asus Ally. I'll say this about the Steam Deck. I have the one before the biggest, so it still goes really well. I love it because I play a lot of 2D stuff. I will say Spider-Man. So Spider-Man 2018 on medium settings is definitely the limit of it. Like it plays fine and everything, but you could tell it's working to play that game at that level. So that's all I can say. Great price, though. Great price. I played a Steam Deck almost every single day. 30-minute stretches. But that's where it is. Spider-Man 2018 is kind of the limit of the Steam Deck's power.
So Joel had asked about this because I had asked when I was looking into this, when what trying to understand why I was asking the question at the time originally, and I explained it like this: that I look at the Steam Deck like Apple, and I'm not saying that disparagingly because I am an Android guy. I say that because you're going to have a minimum quality, or you're going to have a consistent quality. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit behind where the other version's going to be, but that the stuff that Steam Deck verified is going to run effectively and correctly, and you're set there. So I say all this to say, I ended up going with the Rogue, which I jokingly say is the Android equivalent, because it does have it's got more beef, it's got more power, but it is almost twice as much as the Steam Deck. So it's a powerful little laptop in your hand. If you have the means, it's nice to have the optionality. But it's also like when people first got Androids, when they went away from Apples and said, there's too much for me to choose from. There's too much for me to customize. And that could be an opportunity for people to figure out. The most annoying part of it, I don't know what the Steam Deck button configuration is just the ABXY configuration is insane. And it hurts my brain every time I try to play something. And it says press X. And I'm trying to figure out, am I playing with the Switch, the Ally, or something? So, I just say all that to say, listen, if you got the income and you want the extra beef, go for the Rogue Ally. Otherwise, go with the Steam Deck. Just it's simple, it's painless, it does what you need it to do.
You could always go with the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Please don't go. Please don't go with the Switch.
Just wait. Just give it some time.
Just wait. I'd love to ask everybody a next question, but
We're moving, people.
I'm moving at the moment with.
Ask it.
I have to look. Hold on. I can't look left. Everybody knows I can't look left. Where are we at? Oh,
You're
here we
hiding on
go.
the top of that building?
No, I'm.
Our plan?
Yeah,
That's the plan. Just sit on top of it.
I don't even know where we're going right now.
In the attic. In the attic, Ray. Just go into the attic.
All right, I'm in here.
Yeah, this.
I didn't have a weapon until just now.
I still don't have one.
I have a weapon if anybody needs one.
Cody B
I'll pick one
wants you
here.
to Cody B wants us to pick characters from Silicon Valley. We'll leave that one to the people who know what Silicon Valley is. Sorry, that one's not me.
Is that just me and Dan? Just me and Dan?
It's you and me, Joel.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm gonna make this easy.
Yeah, tell me how you want to do this.
We're gonna start off easy, okay? I've been pondering this. You're of course Middle Ditch. You're Richard Hendricks.
You
You're the
think?
guy. Yeah, because you're the guy who's got the tech that, like, you know, it's brilliant, and you're just trying to get everybody to kind of catch up with your brain, right? You're trying to every day, and that frustration of, like, you know, where they're in a session and they're trying to teach people, like, hey, you know, the cloud-based stuff and all this, and people are like, oh, okay, they get it.
I
Like,
think
as you
that's
get
fair.
people who get it and they buy in, like that. There's that.
The Richard scene that's so me is he's in like an interview or a meeting or something, and he's sitting there and he's like so nervous, and she's like, "Did you just take a drink out of an empty cup?" And he's like, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why I did that." That's like says something. So I get that. But I can also see me being what's his name? Dude from The Office plays him.
Oh, Jared.
Jared, yeah, I could see that.
All right, let's see.
No. You're much higher up the capacity scale.
Depends on the day, but all right.
Let's see if we survive this era first of all.
Yeah, the
What?
hotel
say-
Wi-Fi was lagging on me here. I'm way behind.
Zuckerberg is Gavin Belson. That's easy. Zuckerberg qualifies for this, right?
Yeah, sure, it's part of this.
And what else was
it?
I was thinking that Ray is Guilfoyle
Sure.
because he's got the underlying not the Satanism, but just the underlying darkness.
The underlying.
I don't know what's going on in this show that you're watching.
I mean, I kind of think the issue with Silicon Valley is there aren't really many normal characters. Like there
are zero normal characters.
Very, very strange. And that said, I would almost put Ray as Dinesh because he's like almost like the most sort of even keel normal.
That was the other option I was going to go with. I was going to give.
I'm being shot at right now.
I got knocked.
Oh, is it just me now? Yeah.
Is Bromein Big Head? Is that the?
I think Bromein's got to be Big Head. Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Or Jin Yang.
Yeah, that was my same thing. I kind of had that as the.
I don't even know what you guys are.
Me neither. No idea what we're talking about.
It's okay. Just roll with anybody who gets this is going to get it. Oh no.
Who are you, Dan? Are you?
I'm gonna look this up now. I got time.
I got nothing. I don't know. I have no idea.
You could be Monica.
I'll be. Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. That's effective.
Yeah.
But again, even like you said, even the characters that are like the straight-laced characters are just put in such ridiculous circumstances and situations because they just go off.
There we go. Oh, yeah, second place. Oh, that was again. I'm the last one.
Are you?
Again, if I had just gotten one more team, we could have won it. This is
Joel Willis gets us the second place.
This is
Ready up, let's do it.
even with the Joel Willis tactic, I'm running second place after second place.
We're gonna get a win. We're gonna get a win.
I was trying to figure out who to make Russ, Joel. That was the only one. I wanted trace commas, but I couldn't think of. I could not think of where to fit that in here.
If I'm being completely honest, in this scale where we're like, we need marketing, we need the growth, we need to scale. We need trace commas.
Where's Jay Davies was another one I was trying to fit in here somewhere because he was falling into the main programmers.
I feel like Jay Davies is a good Guilfoyle.
Yeah, that would. So we give Kumail's Dinesh to Ray, and we give Guilfoyle to Jay Davies.
There we go. And we're accepting applications for trace commas.
Yeah, I think we're done with that one for now. Right?
Yeah, move on.
Who wins in a fight? This is from Evil Vixen. Who wins in a fight, Superman or Goku? Oh, I'll answer this one. This is
Ray. There's science, but this is not something that's really.
No. There is something to this, Dan. Oh, this is.
Yeah, no, there is science to this though. This answer there is a scientific answer to this question.
No, you see, but it's okay. If you're just going by science, it's not enough. There's a philosophical answer to this as well. This is my field of expertise, Dan. Let me.
Yeah, we're just everybody. Here. This is where Ray goes ISO. Give him the ball. We just step aside.
Hang on. So you got a couple things here. So you have to think about number one, the background of Superman. Right. The whole point of Superman is a character and it's a DC version, like Captain America does it for Marvel, and Superman is DC's version. It is the ultimate Deus Machina and just save the day at all times, no matter what. So that's the whole Superman thing. Like no matter the problem, he will be able to solve it. The same way Captain America was the answer during World War II, that he's going to solve all of America's problems. Like it's always an answer. They can't lose. Right? Superman has lifted a book of infinite weight, which means he has infinite strength at all times. But his strength is, relates to his distance to the sun. The closer he is to the sun, the stronger he gets. Eventually, there is some point, if he's far enough from the sun, that he would lose his Superman strength. So Goku has traveled through galaxies into different universes. He could theoretically have Superman go away. The problem is Goku would never fight somebody at a lesser level than their best, and he's going to allow Superman to be at his best, and so I think Superman ends up winning it off Goku's hubris. There's the answer.
I thought we weren't doing pre-work for this.
That hurts. That's not pre-work. That's all knowledge.
That's off the dome, Joel. That's off the dome.
It sounds a little
and
bit
it hurts.
AI to me.
That hurts to say because I want Goku to win, but Superman's plot armor is stronger than Goku's plot armor.
Somewhere out there, 1,000 tumblers are getting riled up.
I think that was excellent.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody can add anything to that.
That definitely topped my answer. But I mean, yeah,
I mean, I googled Goku.
I'm just gonna throw this.
I'm just gonna go with what Ray said.
I'm gonna put this out there though. Is yes, Superman may be the Man of Steel, but he got beat by Muhammad Ali. So I mean. It's fighting. I mean,
it's all, yeah. And listen, I love Batman too.
Goku. That's my answer.
And I love Batman too. It's about do I actually believe Batman could really win? No, I don't really believe it. It just somehow he does, and I love Batman. That's my guy. All right. I guess I should have asked this one with the Silicon Valley one because Cody B asked as well. If a mockumentary is made, which current actor is playing Joel?
Well, I got an answer.
This is
the three of you. Wow. So I got the answer for three of you.
Oh, you do?
This one.
Okay.
If we're doing a mockumentary, I got Joel is being played by Paul Rudd.
There you go.
I got Dan is being played by Kevin James.
I like it.
And then because in honor of the sleeveless shirts and just being great, Ray is being played by Jason Momoa.
Oh man,
that is
guys.
That would be.
Who would have thought?
I gotta grow my hair a little bit more.
But yeah, you got the beard, the hair, you know, sleeveless shirts.
Listen,
you know, it's all there. It's all there.
I appreciate the call out there. I'll take it.
That would be a really good movie. I'm into this.
I would back that on a Kickstarter, hands down.
So we landed in the forest. Are there any bushes in the forest?
Well, the what you marked was like was some little saplings, so I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Do we just say out in the open?
Let's just go to this building up here. I think there might be a vault up here, but we can just camp out in the building.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, that's where the old vault
I was
was.
to say there was a.
Oh, is there still a vault here?
There's a
Yeah.
campfire over there.
I'll be here.
Multiple NPCs.
This lag is real.
Say the NPCs are still
Bromein, who
here.
plays you then? Who plays you?
Oh, I don't know. I was one of those like I don't want to answer for myself, you know.
I was assuming Dan was gonna do this. Dan's the movie person, so I assumed he had all the
No,
answers.
I had nothing here. Like my brain's in a black hole for this. I got nothing. I'm glad Bromein prepared.
Oh man, I don't even know. Yeah, I was like I don't even know who I'd like I don't know who I'd play myself. Like that'd be
Will Ferrell.
I don't know. That's.
I like it.
I'm gonna go. I'm
in.
going with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. We look very similar.
There you go. I'm in on that too.
Timothy Chalamet.
I don't have enough kills to build something.
I want Christopher Walken for a little bit more comedic relief.
I want to build a wall here, and it won't let me. Hold on.
All right, Ray, hit us with another question.
I'd love to. I'm just trying to put a wall here. That's what it is. What it is.
All right, got a.
Let me take a seat. Let me take a seat here.
Okay, we got the Flowberry Fizz here when we all gather up.
Let's see. We got
walk in and we'll be like, well.
All right. Who's the most famous person you've ever met? That's from Ryan Mack.
Oh my goodness.
I'll. We have to move.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Oh, we do. Oh, I just sat down.
Dang it.
Me too.
This is just like real life. Just got comfortable.
I was gonna say I have an answer. I don't know if anyone else has an answer ready and they want to go.
Sure. I'll do one.
Go for it.
I can't remember. I think this came up in someone's stream. I can't remember whose it was, but I actually had an opportunity. I was flying into Albuquerque, and so okay, I guess really quick backstory for those that don't know that I'm in the Air Force. But anyways, I fly on airplanes. But anyways, we land in Albuquerque.
Anyway.
And, anyways, we'll graze over that. There's a little backstory. It helps when you're like, but so we land they're like at civilian airports. They're called FBOs, fixed base operations. So one of the guys runs inside just saying like, hey, we need to order some fuel for the airplane and stuff. And he looks over and he recognizes this guy. And so the guy was looking out at our airplane. It was a C-130. And he's like, do you mind if I get a tour of your guys' airplane? And I was like, yeah. Guy brings him out, comes out. It's Edward Norton. And so he comes onto our airplane. And so I give him a tour, get to meet him, get to talk with him. I got a picture of him with me and him in front of the airplane. I think the best part of it though is I sent it to my parents to be like, I just met Edward Norton, who is my favorite actor, and so my parents were like, oh, that's great. I went to go visit him later, and my mom thought the picture was nice, but she cropped out Edward Norton out of the picture, so it was just me in the airplane. And I was like, why did you crop out Edward Norton? Like he is a famous actor. Like this is an honor to be met. So that's the most famous person that I've met.
That's great. That's an awesome story. I want to see this photo too. Post it.
I'll post it.
All right, so
here I'll send it for the spoiler.
Oh yeah.
Post.
There you go.
They'll think Edward Norton's going to be on.
all right, so I'll go next, and I'll go with this for the purposes of the story. That at work I had an event where Martin Sheen and Emilio Estevez were promoting a movie they did together called The Way. Nice little movie. But they were coming to a location where I worked, and that meant that I had to deal with the security aspect of things, get the local police involved, all this other stuff. They said, listen, we'll have capacity for 500 people to come, meet. They'll autograph the poster for them. They'll get tickets for the movie, blah, 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 blah. Which, ended up being I'm being shot at, which ended up being a lot more fun than I had expected. In that, two reasons: one, I did not realize that Martin Sheen really brought out the loonies. That there were people who just wanted to come out and just kind of go nuts over him and bring him manifestos and all the like. So that was special. Thankfully, the police were there and engaged and dealing with that. But the other fun part was, like, an hour had passed and they got through like 100 people, and like, yeah, we're not getting through 500 people. We're getting through maybe 150. So you have to go tell the other, 250 people, the other 350 people who are there outside of this building in the rain, that they're not going to get to meet this. We'll give them movie tickets. We'll give them posters and have a nice day. So I go outside and have to tell all these folks, like, hey, listen, you're not here for the thing you've been waiting for the last 3 hours for. Sorry. Everybody took this news really well. I was really surprised, and I turned around and there are 2 police dogs and 2 jacked up police guys standing behind me. I'm like, all right, now I know why they took it so well. They weren't listening to me. They were just avoiding the big police dogs behind. It was just funny for that reason, but also for the nut jobs that he brought out with him at the same time. So it was a good time.
I tried really hard to survive there. I was trying to get Bromein to die so we can move.
And we're readying up again.
Readying up again.
We play 16th that time, folks.
So we got a second, and a 16th.
Dan's epic story distracted us. Otherwise, we would have been great.
I'm waiting for Joel to blow us out of the water with something here.
I was gonna let him go last. So I didn't meet this person, but Chris Rock at a time, I don't know if he still does, lives in New Jersey, and like everyone there knows where he lives. It's very close by. We know the neighborhood, lots of mansions, a bunch of rich people live there. But I used to ref basketball games. I did that for 5 years, and it was a local place that travel teams go to. And I'm doing a game, and I look over, and he's sitting in the audience because his daughters are playing in the game, and I'm reffing his daughter's like 5th and 6th grade basketball game. And it was just very funny because he's just sitting there. No one bothers him. Some people talk to him that are on the team. And I just do the game, and I ended up leaving at the same time he's leaving. He's there. He's got like 3 daughters. You could tell he's just there, as quiet as can be. Doesn't want to deal with anybody. Gets into the minivan with the 3 kids and goes. It was just very funny because someone had to say it to me. They were like, "Hey, by the way, like Chris Rock's over there." And I was like, "What do you mean Chris Rock's there?" I was like, "Yeah, his daughter's playing basketball right now." I was like, "Oh, cool."
Dude, that's awesome.
Tell us, Joel.
Joel met. I mean, I've done a lot of virtual stuff.
Joel met the president.
Yeah, I was on a Zoom meeting with Barack Obama. I was at the White House with President Biden, but it was like for the Easter egg roll thing, so it wasn't like I met him or anything. No, I think the coolest one for me is I had Yeah, it was close. The Easter Bunny was there too, guys. So pretty epic. I don't know. Maybe the coolest one though, I got to talk on the phone with Tony Hawk.
That's a good one.
Interviewed Tony Hawk for a thing for the dad.
Super good.
But it was for bagel bites, so I had to like ask him like bagel bites related questions. So I had him rate on the scale of 1 to 10 in terms of musicality the bagel bites jingle. And he's like, "Oh, you mean like pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening?" I'm like, yeah, that's the one. You
got to ask the man who at 50 can still like spin 2.5 times on a skateboard on a half pipe what he thought about a bagel jingle.
Yeah.
well, because in context, there's all the music from the Tony Hawk games and stuff. But Tony Hawk, he made his own version of the Bagel Bites jingle. There was like a commercial that he did for that at one time.
That's so funny.
So he rated it like a 10 or something. Oh, it was a great conversation. I have the audio somewhere. I'll have to dig it up. But I have the actual audio.
That's amazing.
And he sent me a signed skateboard, like just the board, right? It's a Bagel Bites skateboard.
That's so good.
I'm sorry.
The Easter eggs that Dan can choose for the what are your 3 hints? They just dropping left and right here.
I'll take a photo of the skateboard for you guys. It's in my basement. Why do we have this thing? And I'm like, it's signed by Tony Hawk.
It's Tony Hawk.
And she goes, then
don't
sell it.
understand.
And for anyone that doesn't know, Dan is the one that does like 99% of the "What are your 3" posts. So he picks those photos.
All I'm imagining now, though, is just like, I really want to ask you about, what was it like being in the Bones Brigade, or, did you ever listen to Superman to get hyped to skate? But no, like, Bagel Bites jingle. Go. Tell me about it.
That's so
I
good.
gotta find the audio because I think his response was kind of like, what?
Are you sure?
And I think his press person was on the phone too.
Better do that than go through the canned interview questions that he's going to get 35 other times then.
Exactly. I think he appreciated it.
All right, let's see. Caster Garden wants to know this, obvious question. What band artists do you listen to that other people might be surprised that you listen to?
I have so many. I forget sometimes that people can see what I'm listening to on Spotify, on Discord.
Yeah, that's why I'm not surprised by anything you answered.
Oh, really? What have you seen, Bromein? What have you seen?
Because I'm watching you at all times.
Real quick, let's get out of here, guys.
I was going to say, why did we land in
because I love
death.
the movement of those 3 skull things on your back. It's great.
I don't think there's any bushes in the underworld.
Like them now. Yeah, that's...
Load up on that and then let's get out. But no, I listen to like so many different kinds of music. So, I mean, maybe one of the more... I love Taylor Swift. I really love her music, actually. So my daughter loves Taylor Swift, too, so it's something we can bond over. We went to see her live last year. So stuff like that, I don't take it... I'm, like, not a pretentious person where it's like, oh, it's too popular. I don't like that, or whatever. I'll like whatever I like. But then also, like, hardcore gangster rap and hardcore metal and all kinds of stuff.
I say, like, Shake It Off is slaps, so I mean, you can't, I totally get it,
Yeah, I mean, I like the deeper cuts, but yeah, whatever you like. False God, False God's my favorite.
That deep Taylor Swift content.
Yeah, exactly. The B-side.
Track number 13
from the vault.
I listen to Broadway albums. I'm a big Broadway music person. Did shows back in church group. So the Hamilton music, that show deserves all the hype in the world. I saw it. I got to see it live too. My wife surprised me with tickets for my birthday, back when we were still in Jersey. So we saw it live. It's like so good. Like everything about it is really that great. And then so Hamilton's like super up there. And then personally, I saw the Lion King live. And like that one live, that's my favorite one because that's my movie as a kid too. So seeing that was, I was blown away watching that. So those are my two. But yeah, I love Broadway music. We did church group musicals and stuff like that. I performed to those things. So I love that.
My kids know every word to Hamilton.
It's that good. It really is that good.
The Lion actually, they applied for commercial agents at one time because they were doing some commercials for the dad, and I'm like, oh, let's get an agent for them. We never did anything with it. But you had to film a monologue, and he did the One Last Time.
Oh yeah.
Monologue, which is actually George Washington's essay or speech or something.
Yes.
I have a video of it.
That's a good one.
C3.
George Washington, my favorite character in the play.
Yeah. That dude who plays him so good.
What you got, Romain? What's something that was a surprise to people?
Oh man, I really don't know if anyone like knows my I guess I have two I could go with. I don't know if anyone really knows, like, because I listen to lo-fi on the streams and some other stuff, but I'm definitely more of a hardcore punk rock guy. But I really enjoy when it comes to like emceeing and actually I got three then. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but like I guess maybe not well-known artists is Watsky. If you ever seen it's like Fast Rap Goat. He has on he does like his ability to rap and with words is great, but there's some really great songs that he has, and that's definitely like that. But I do like Logic. That's something that like if I'm in the mood for it or like working out, running, things like that, I have it in like my run playlist. But I think the one that's going to shock everyone by far, and Ray, you put it on channel 3 with what's this, that's your Spotify, was Amelie. because
Oh yeah, she's great.
Of anime and video game songs is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that one I think would probably surprise most people. That's yeah. Depending what's going on, I do like some good anime music in the background going on.
Oh yeah, she's good too because she doesn't make it up. She goes through the Japanese lyrics and like does her best job of translating it into English, and then keeps the beat and everything the same. She's really good. I love it.
Really, yep.
Dan, what you got for us?
I just scrolled through my entire YouTube music library trying to figure out an answer to this question. I guess Adele is the closest I come to maybe not. That doesn't feel like it's that controversial either.
Let me tell you, I'm not surprised you listen to Adele. That sounds like something you listen to.
Yeah. I got nothing. Yeah, I mean,
that's all right. We don't have to have everything.
Boring.
Dan, you're gonna be going first on this next question anyway. So we got Dos Andres has the question. He wants to know if there's data on what games are most popular with new members. Are quested events ever determined based on possibly getting new members more involved from the start? And is there more that super users can do to help facilitate or attempt new member interactions?
All right, Cracks Knuckles. I will start with the first part of this. So it's important for everybody to answer in your profile what game passes you have, because we try to use that when making quests, especially like weekly quests or weekly challenges. Try to factor in what's on Game Pass, what's on PlayStation Plus, but what's got the overwhelming majority, the pass that the overwhelming majority of users have had from the first time we pulled that data is the Nintendo Online Pass. So that's why, you may see there's a little bit of a lean that way. Because when you go and you sort the games with the most ratings, you sort the games that the most people own, you sort the games that, you sort the passes that people have, Nintendo pops up towards the higher end of that list. And those quests tend to get more responses than, I'll go through, I've got I don't have Xbox Game Pass, but I have the Game Pass app on my phone, so I can go through and find a game and set a quest up for it. I've got PlayStation Plus. I'll go through there and see what's available. The Roller Drome, I put that on there last week because there was Game Pass and there was both Game Pass and PlayStation Plus had it. So hey, let's have at it. But those never get the same responses as the mobile games and as Nintendo games do. So that usually pushes, the people responding to it is usually what pushes us in those directions. We try and mix it up. The quest suggestions feed. As much as I go through and people are like, why are you deleting stuff in here? Well, I delete it because I'm trying to get to the the info, because there'll usually be a sidebar chat that breaks out in there. I'm like, I need a sidebar going away. I need to get back to the data. But anyway, so we'll use the first to answer the next question there, I guess, Dos Andres. Anybody wants to know, hey, how to get people involved and make quest suggestions, go there, because I spent last night going through quest suggestions and finding quest suggestions for us to use for this week alone. So keep doing that. As far as engaging new folks is concerned, just say hi. When you see new folks coming onto the site, go on, engage. I know since Joel made the changes, it's been really good for people too, because they say, hey, who recommended them? You get that brief overview of what their favorite games are. It's I'll see somebody who goes on there now and someone said their favorite game is Fortnite today, and I immediately just posted the events page. Hey, come join us on Wednesday. We'll see you in there. So that's going to be a good way to do that when you see new users who are coming in there. But just welcome people, go interact. Don't just I'm not disparaging one-ups by any stretch, but don't just one-up somebody's post that they make. Go actually engage with it. I'm the king lurker on Twitch that I try and jump in whoever's at the top of the banner there and say hi on Twitch, and specifically say, hey, I don't pay attention to my Twitch notifications, but I do go through and make sure that I say, hey, I came from channel 3. And I'm dying as I say that. So
we're not using the Joel process correctly right now.
No.
We had to go to the circle.
We hit a wall on that one. There was nothing we could do there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a pinch.
That's the short version of like, you know, how do we make those decisions? Like, we see what gets more reaction than what doesn't. You know, like, honestly, even of the big games, Rocket League does not get the traction that. Well, even Rocket League Sideswipe gets a lot more traction because, again, you can just bang out a game on mobile, so people have fun with that. But yeah, we use, like, we look at see who rates games. We see what games are rated highly. We go with those. We go with the game passes. So that's the short version of that. But engage with the new folks. It's been really great, especially the last week. We've had a lot of new folks coming in who are just, like, diving headfirst into the site. It's been really great to see, and seeing them bringing people in. So we want to keep that going, keep that momentum there, but have them, you know, even if it's a game I don't like or I don't play, like, I'll still say, like say, hey, what's going on there? Because I at least want to know what's happening in that game, so I'm aware culturally what's going on, you know?
Yeah, you guys, like, just, I mean, you probably know this, but for those who joined a long time ago, it wasn't this way. But for now, when people join, it asks you, what are your favorite games of all time? That's the first question. And every game that they enter, it rates 5 stars and adds it to their favorites list. And then it says, what games are you currently playing? And they can skip any of these questions, by the way. But they say what games they're currently playing. And they can enter as many or as few as they want. And then they say how they were referred. Okay? And they upload a profile photo. So if you ever want to know, like, new members, what games are most popular with them, you can check that information. You can go to those lists, favorites, and playing specifically, and see which ones climb to the top. Right. I think the most important thing for us to know, like, is everybody's style is a little different when it comes to Channel 3. Like, some people come into Channel 3 wanting to gain followers on their other platforms, right? Respect. That's cool. They need to engage before they do that, probably, or it won't go as well as they're hoping, right? There are some that are looking for the community. There are some that are looking to lurk and browse. There's some that are looking to engage in events and challenges and quests, and some that want to do all of those things. So
play the mini games.
Yeah, play the mini games. Yeah. So I got to do a little bit better job of, like, personalizing the platform experience, especially on the first login and the first, like, homepage that you see about the things that you like to do. Because some gamers, like, let's say there's a range of 0 to 100. Some gamers are extremely one game specific. Like, they only play Rocket League, and that's it. That's like on the 100 scale. And then maybe on the other end of the scale, there's, like, generalists who play all different games, right? And a lot of people in between. So understanding if people are game generalists or specific game interests will also help us to personalize the platform for them too, I think.
Well, let Bromein not have to think as he's driving and trying to save us all here.
Is it inside the storm?
Yeah, it's inside the storm.
You can do it.
Oh, I still got time.
This man, what a monster. All right, so while Bromein does that, like, here's a question while Bromein does that one there. Darth Smeagol wants to know, why do doctors call what they do practice? And I'll just go ahead and say, if I go to a doctor and they tell me, yeah, no, I'm an expert, like, this is actually how it's done, and this is the best way to ever be, I'm gonna leave that office immediately, because I need my doctors to constantly be practicing whatever in the world they're doing.
Yeah.
Please always be practicing.
Because practice makes perfect, right?
That was gonna be my answer as well, but I actually have, and I guess I don't want to say, like, a correct answer.
Let's hear it.
Have you guys actually looked at the definition of practice?
We're talking about
No,
practice?
Merriam-Webster, what do you got for us?
Are we talking about practice, not the game?
The fourth definition is to actually pursue a career in a specialty. So that's why it's called practicing law. Practicing medicine. The third one is, like, where you do something, like, not like over and over again, but it's like, you know, when you practice religion, it falls into that one, where it's like something you do on a continued basis, but, like, everyone thinks of practice as practicing for something, but it's actually the fourth term of pursuing a career in a specific field. But also, I would think that you could call it practice because you've been practicing for it takes like 8 years to become a doctor. Yeah. So I can see that too, but that is actually where it comes from in the dictionary, where they practice medicine. So
take that, Smeagol. You got a real answer to your list of fake questions.
We probably got to crank through some of these pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's see. We're only a third of the way here. Let's see. Kelsey wants to know what your favorite Girl Scout cookie is. I'll just go ahead. The French toast cookies. That's mine.
Is that a thing? I don't
Yes,
know.
it is. They're new. They're new and they're good.
Okay.
They're new.
Thin mint. Thin mint with a big glass of milk. Oh, that's good.
What you got, Dan?
Lemonades.
All right, and Bromein?
Oh man, Do-si-dos.
There you go.
Anything peanut butter. You know, love it.
Let's see. Let's go with. All right, so here's a question from Dennis Jared. It was a couple people asked it, so I kind of put it together. Basically, so he asked, how do you get away with having a second full-time job? You know, with lack of sleep, free time, family time. How do you kind of, get your timing all with everything and figure out how you're gonna spend your day? So
I use my phone a lot and I don't sleep.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I've said it on stream a couple times as someone's throwing lightning bolts at us. I was like, I've told people like I don't sleep. The last 2 nights I've been up till like 4 morning the last 2 nights. But also I just really enjoy the vast majority of the stuff that I'm doing on Channel 3 is I enjoy doing it. So it's it's out of love. So I'm like, this is cathartic to do after a day of work. But like if you ask me to do something, so if anyone messages me and say, hey, do you have this, like my response is gonna be like at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. That's when I work. So I'll work on this 9 to. I feel like there's a timing thing because Joel's got like the daytime stuff, and then
we get second shift.
I would say Bromein and I think I'm on a little bit earlier than Bromein. Bromein has that like 10 to 1 shift, and then Dan's awake in the middle of the night, and he gets that early morning shift, and so I think we end up covering the 24 hours like that.
That's about right. Yeah.
I just want to say that you guys are amazing, but also get some sleep. Some sleep.
I actually, because when I hear this question, it makes me laugh a little bit because if it wasn't hard enough having a second job, it was I decided to go back to school as well, so taking on a 3rd job. So yeah, balancing that work, school, double work life is definitely tough. But like Ray said, it's I set a timeout every day, and then even throughout the week too. Like Monday, Tuesdays is in the evenings is for my schoolwork, and then after that, if I have time, I'll there. If not, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and then definitely a lot of time spent on the phone as well, trying to get stuff done. But also, carving out some time during those late night shifts up too for my significant other, and just taking that time to play some games and have that little bit of bonding and talking about what's going on and all that, because you have to take a little time for yourself because you just end up getting oversaturated, and it's definitely just figuring out a good schedule that works.
Yeah. Don't get burnt out, guys. Don't get burnt out. We're just getting started. I appreciate you all so much, but yeah, it's got to be like a little bit each day. I mean, this is startup life, and it's definitely a marathon.
I do want to emphasize, like, I just take 5 minutes here or there, and I'll just bang a game out on my phone or bang stuff on my phone.
Yeah.
The app and the mobile capabilities. Just like take 5 minutes and do this or that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's how it was when I was getting started with the dad. While I still had my full-time job and I was teaching at UC and the kids and stuff, I'd take a bus to work, and then I would work the side hustle jobs on the bus on the way.
By the way, that's another 3rd place for us. So 2nd
place.
I was say there's two top 3s. Oh yeah, I saw.
I think we gotta go lightning round, Ray.
I work a little differently, so I definitely do. Like I'll do little ones on the phone. But I've joked with Dan how much I don't like doing. I like stuff doing on my computer. So I do stuff in chunks. So I'll go on a spree of like 2 hours, just doing everything that needs to get done in these like time frames. But we'll move on here. I got signed out for a second. So I got it. We're here. Oh, let's see. Which Mega Man Robot Master is your favorite? Bitstad wants to know.
I can't even name
Metal Man.
You guys go. Metal Man. All right.
I go Mega Man X, the one that gives you the missiles. So Octopus, I think. Mega Man X, the real Mega Man. Put that out there. Bromein, you got one?
Sorry, the question cut out there. I said no. Actually, I actually haven't played any of the Mega Man. Well, what Mega Man's in Smash Bros. Right? Mega Man's in Smash Bros. Right?
Yeah, the wrong one.
Yeah,
fine.
That one. The Smash Bros. Mega Man.
The question's Mega Man, not Mega Man X-Ray.
Whatever.
It's a very different character.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Smash Bros. Mega Man.
Coach Rue wants to know if you could own a mythological beast. What would it be?
A bird.
Yeah, give me a griffin.
Cerberus is a good dog.
Give me a griffin. Give me something I can fly on. That's what I want to do.
No, I mean birds aren't real, so a bird.
That's true. But is it? But are birds mythological? That's a separate thing. Okay.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah. Here you go. Oh, let's see. Bomchu wants to know what.
I'd go with,
sorry,
Liger.
bro.
It's basically
A liger. There you go.
no. I'd go with Liger. It's basically my favorite animal.
There you
Tigers
go.
are real, by the way. They're real.
Bomchu wants to know what class do you pick for your Dungeons and Dragons campaign? Paladin, because I'd like to be the hero and the knight, so that's what I go with.
Ranger. I like having the flexibility to deal with some damage from a distance and get up close if I have to.
I guess I don't know what the classes are, but I'm gonna have a feeling that warrior is probably one of them because that's what I play in WoW. So I'm gonna go with that because tanking is my thing. So being up close and personal. So
just so I don't. So we don't upset Bombchu, I believe that would be under fighter. So you'd be fighter. That'd be your class.
There's a barbarian also.
Oh, there's barbarian as well.
Oh, barbarian. Then barbarian it is.
There you
go. Yes. Barbarian it is then.
And Joel doesn't play Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't play, but I'll be a wizard.
There you go. That works.
Joel the Bard.
I've never played.
Joel the Bard. That's right. Let's see. Thunderpump wants to describe the team members as the Office, and all I'll say is that I've been referred to in our group chat as Angela, and that I was this is a real thing that happened, and it makes sense.
It's happened more than once.
It's happened more than once, and it makes sense because I am the one. I'm the one in the chat like. The rules are rules. Like there was a way that things have to be done, and why are we not doing it that way? So it makes sense. I am the Angela.
That could be Oscar too.
I am the Angela of the group.
Yeah, that's good. I don't have a good answer for other people. I think that I am Toby.
Bromein's Jim, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go. You get to be Jim.
Aw.
You're Jim.
I can't see his video right now, but he's looking at the camera like.
There you go. Bromein's Jim.
Love it. Yeah.
And Dan. I'm trying to think who Dan is. Oh, you know what? Dan.
Dan's Roy. He's Dan's Roy.
No, he's not Roy. He's Todd Packer.
Whoa.
Dan is Todd Packer, the traveling salesman, because Dan does a lot of traveling in his work. Dan gets to be the Pac-Man. Todd Packer.
I feel like there's connotations to that I have concerns with.
There's a lot of connotations to Todd Packer. Who's dead?
Romaine, I tried to warn him. Somebody was there.
Oh.
Romaine was just wandering into.
I know.
Dead too now.
We were on the.
This might be a quick round.
We were on the question, so I was like, yeah, this is.
I think I can get you, Joel. I got this.
I was just being called.
I think it's a bot too. Huh?
Yeah, that's why he just slowly moved up to us. All right, you guys got that right. Oh, let's see. Eric or Rusty, right? I think that's Rusty. Rusty. How is the team able to keep coming up with new content so much? So on the other end, I'll just say quest-wise, one, if you suggest quests, like I've said before, that I don't come up with anything myself. I just take everybody else's ideas.
Yeah.
And I implement. That's my strength is implementing, not coming up. But anytime I just have a random thought, I open my phone and I make a quest of it, and it pops up at some point. That's at least for quest-wise. That's what I do with that.
That's a good answer. I mean, it's so much is crowdsourced. We need Dan to speak on the memes because he cranks them out. But
yes, Dan is the meme
person. In terms of what you see on the site in terms of options, yeah, I mean it's crowdsourced, so it's all
yeah. It's the classic PBS saying, it's brought to you by viewers like you. Yeah, that's just what it is. You guys are the ones that give us the ideas and the, even if it's not. even if it's not exactly what was said, it sparks an idea. So it's all inspiration taken from the community, which is great.
Dan, you want any part in this?
Yeah, the only other thing I would just add is, a lot of it is just like looking at video game history and looking at just stuff that's out there. And, especially with the quest, like this week alone, I set up, virtual racing came out this week. We've done play a racing game quest before, but like, hey, listen, let's, do a racing quest. Why not? We haven't done a racing game just to play a racing game. Some of it's like push people outside of their comfort zone. Some of it's try something new. Some of it's just something like look at like Coffee Golf, where 022 suggested it, again, coming from viewers like you. And we said, hey, try the game. And, for every 10 games that we have, there's a Mighty Doom that's like, nope, not good. People are not buying into it. Neither am I. But then there's also Coffee Golf that happens. So
You can, if you guys watch, anybody who watches the feed, you're actually gonna watch as our gameplay deteriorates as we get later into the night here.
This is way past Joel's bedtime.
Like,
too. You already tried to subtly say like
we've already gone.
I go to bed at like 9.
We got lightning round time.
we are heading towards the end. I can say that much. We are heading towards the end. Pineapple on pizza? The answer is no. We can move on.
Nope.
All right, we can move on. No one else has the answer. Here we go. Thanks everybody. What is your favorite coffee mug? That was from Commander Nikki.
That's a good question.
Sure. I have one from Parks and Rec. I have the Ron Swanson Pyramid of Greatness, and that's my favorite coffee mug.
Nice.
That's what we go with.
Mine, I don't like care what's on them. It's all about like the form. It's got to be like the right shape, pretty good amount. I'll be back for you guys. Don't worry. So I have a University of Cincinnati mug that I really like, and then I have one that my sister-in-law gave to Laura, my wife, and it says something like sister love, and then it says you are the she to my nanigans. Anyway, that's like one of my favorite mugs. I don't even give a crap what's on it. It's just like it fits like the perfect amount.
What you got, Bromein?
So I was given the title band dad for a while because I played in a band for about 3 years, and I was always the responsible one of all the group members. And so as a Christmas gift, my buddy who was in the band with me gave me a mug that had this old man like covering his ears and a bunch of kids playing musical instruments, and it says "Screw you, Dad, I'll crank it if I want to." And so that is my favorite one. So that was for being band dad.
Dude, all your answers, Bromein. I'm gonna need some photos of all of these things.
Okay, I'll
keep sending them.
I'll get some.
Dan, what do you have for us?
That's actually when I get back to work.
Wrap up the coffee mugs for us, Dan.
You may not be aware I have a pretty dry sense of humor, so that
No.
I'm going to go with two favorite answers that I have been gifted through the course of time. Answer one is one that says I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you.
There you go.
And the other one says some people say I'm condescending. That means I talk down to people.
Dan,
so mine are just like goofy ones I keep around the office just to be silly.
Dan, tell people about making solutions to problems and what happens as Joel pulls off what may be the most epic recovery here.
I'm not saying because that's gonna make it sound like because I say these things as jokes. I don't say them sincerely.
Say it as a joke, Dan.
Fine. I will point out that every time you idiot-proof something, they build a better idiot. Is
there
that
you
what
go.
You're referring to?
That's
right?
the one.
You always got to think 3 steps ahead. Every time you fix something, you got to fix it again.
That's Dan quote number 1. That's probably the first quote I ever heard from Dan. All right,
this is making me sound a lot darker than I intend to, but okay.
It'll be on his tombstone.
And it'll be spelled wrong on the tombstone too.
Oh, the irony.
All right, last question here. Last one. Last one. Let's see where we're going. Hour 16 here, and it's not even the whole thing. I think some of it was crazy recording in the beginning. Who knows? Who knows? We'll make it onto the show. What feature, this is the last question, what feature on Channel 3 would you consider a surprise hit? Oh, I got revived. Get out.
I did it!
He did it.
I did
Hold it off.
Icarus did not fly too close to the sun.
Not this time.
No.
All right, surprise feature. I'm going to put Bromein on the spot to answer first. You can take your time as we're all recovering here. What's your feature that you can't believe actually is done as well as it has?
Man, I was thinking about this one a little bit, and I guess I'm sure some people would be like, "Oh, it's not that much of a surprise," but I think it's more of how surprised how quickly it took off was the clubs by far, because it started with you and sort of with Ray and myself, just like we're just gonna try to break it and see what happens, and we're just like, it's just for fun, see if this feature works, how it's going, and then from there it was when you opened the gates to be like, go and do, and just the niches that it created that we may have never known that people wanted. I mean, you have everything from, how popular cups have gotten, which is going on right now, to the rarefied gaming club, to, I mean, each streamer, almost Discord-like, coming in, and just using that as a platform to just expand. And it's just really cool to see the variety and the creativity that everyone has for good ideas to bring the community even closer together. I think is a great feature that I think was by surprise that took off as quick as it did, because it's some alternative sites that clubs they just get weird, and the fact that it just took Channel 3 by storm, and I'm just really excited to see everyone finding like their niche, that that community within a community, and it's really cool to me.
That's a good answer.
Dude, we just took out a whole squad. I just want to say that.
We did. That was really casually.
Just Romaine is just speaking truth, though. That was going to be my answer too. I was going to say specifically Club Quests, because
ooh, that is a good yes. That is yes.
And I love it so much, because I think that's really where we shine, is like being club centric, like community centric from the start. Like Facebook kind of backed into Facebook groups, and they're like, oh yes, we need to support these groups.
Then they nuked them.
Yeah, and yes. Well, it's harder to do targeted advertising than groups, whatever. Anyway, we could talk for hours about that. But yeah, no, I love to see it, because I think that we can do all kinds of really special things within clubs, around niches, around identity-based clubs, affinity-based clubs, but also like fan group kind of clubs. I'm working on a couple now with partners that I think are going to be really exciting. But I think, I totally agree. Clubs and club quests, because if you look at the weekly quests, it's like we get decent participation, and the club quests get a ton. It's great.
Yeah, and it's fun to see them all just being in all the clubs that I'm in. It's just fun to see them all just all lined up weekly.
All right, I had to think about mine. But you want to know mine is? It's going to sound stupid when I say it, but hear me out.
I'm here.
It's the app. And what I mean by that,
do you mean the fact that the app was not planned, and one day Joel was like, you know what, let's just do this? Is that what you mean by the app?
No, what I mean is, like, from day one, I just set a bookmark up in Chrome that I treated it like an app. And I was always baffled. I was like, I'll come back when there's an app. I'll come back when there's an app. I'm like, what does that really matter? But sure enough, like, the app went into the App Store. The app went into, even when it was in Chrome as like, hey, download an app, immediately saw an uptick in people engaging with it. And even like, we talked about Ender Phoenix talking the other day on the podcast that he was on, and talking about like, no, there's an app in the App Store now, and you can see people going to their phones like, okay, now I'm paying attention.
Yeah,
it's just funny to me that like there was an air of legitimacy. It's like, you can put something in an App Store, I don't care about that. It was just funny to me how much that caught on for people.
Yeah, there are many more smallish unlocks. I think the app's a big one, but I think that technology's gotten so good that people really want, and they should expect it to be very perfect and intuitive and user-friendly and stuff. And I think for us, with a small development team, it's taking a little longer to get there, but there's going to be several like unlocks that we have, throughout the coming months and even years where it's like, oh man, this next, it's like so much simpler now, or like data's flowing through APIs, what, like, and we'll slowly get to that point where people are like, oh yeah, I get it, yeah.
Well, it's funny because you even see people now who are coming back, like they have season 0 taglines. They've been here since the beginning, but like they're coming back and seeing it's a whole new world and buying it, which is, it's awesome to see.
Exactly. Just wait until those Rocket League Fortnite quests are being fed through API, and you don't even have to upload anything. I'm not saying that's short term, but it'll happen eventually. Eventually that'll happen. This
question is hard for me because I'm like, every time anyone suggests something in our chat, I'm always like, that sounds like a great idea. Like I think everything is a great idea all the time. I think I'm very bad at judging sometimes what's going to be good or not.
Me too.
But you know what? When we first started events, they were on Fridays, and then we were like, what? I think we have to move it to Wednesday. And you never know how it's going to go because it was kind of the idea already. It was like, oh, Friday nights I'm going to play. And it's stuck and caught on, and it's gotten bigger, and people look forward to, oh, it's the middle of the week, I get to take a break and play some games. But you never know what that's, a schedule change, how that's going to go. And so that's probably gone better than honestly I thought it would.
I'll defer back to my answer earlier. Friday nights are wife night, which keeps me out of trouble. That's why that had to move. It could not sustain there for me.
Same for me. But I have people I know, younger people, like friends of my son, who are like, can we have it on Friday night again? It's too late. Wednesday. But I'm like, nope. Wednesdays are way better for me.
Yeah. But that also leads to like what Bromein was saying with all the clubs, and
exactly
the clubs are doing their events and all that. Marble, Evil Vixen does marbles events every couple nights or on the weekend at like 1 a.m, and there's a whole group of people that want to run marbles at 1 o'clock in the morning. So like that's the point, right? The site just is here for everyone to use whatever way they want to use it, and it's not about us hosting it or us doing it. It's just us kind of following along the trends and letting people decide how they want to do it.
Exactly. Use Channel 3 to host your event. You want to move on Friday? Yeah,
so,
go for it. Yep.
Speaking of that, though, that's another, just tangent real quick, that's another game that has taken Channel 3 by storm, I will say, with Evil Vixen and with Nightcrawler, both running marbles. Like, everyone shows up for marbles. It's amazing. Sorry, just put that one out there.
It's so... That's the one it's so crazy to me.
It's low effort.
So crazy.
All you do is press exclamation point play. It's perfect.
I just those always baffle me. The marbles, the words of the stream, because people always show up to it.
Always.
Because it's so simple.
It's good.
But so that's the last question.
The last question. Now let's get this.
Nice job, Ray.
Nice job. Let's get this win.
The only question I submitted a question too. My submission was I have a lot of questions. Number 1, how dare you?
How dare you? So you're calling for the Kelly Kapoor there, right?
Absolutely. Any Office reference we can get in here? Happening.
Alright, so who's D'Angelo?
Let me tell you that. All right, let's put this. The Office, to me, that's actually great.
If anybody's Todd Packer, it's
Brian can be Todd Packer as well. That's true.
Guys, it's a pretty good spot up here. It's high ground at least.
I tell you, The Office, to me, The Office is the greatest comedy. It's my favorite ever. The last season, though, we don't have to watch it. All I watch in my house is The Office. It's just reruns. We just continuously rerun through it. We'll get to season 9. We might watch 1, and right away we're like, all the writers left. Let's go back to season 1 again.
The Office ends when Michael Scott leaves. House ends when what's her face dies in the bus accident. Like there's a bunch of shows that just end. Dexter ends at season 4. Whoa.
Dexter at season 4. Oh, my wife will be very upset with that comment.
Really?
She loved all of Dexter, and she will defend it. She'll defend the way the show ended to the end of times.
Wow, really?
Wow.
What about the new season? What about the new season?
We couldn't even get through it.
Really?
We watched a couple.
I hadn't heard too much about it. I'm warming up by campfire.
I'm getting thrown off a cliff.
Wow,
I just got maced.
I'm
Yeah,
dealing.
you did get on.
We're not working well as a team here.
No, we're not. We're really not. All right, I see where you guys are.
We said it was over, so we just parted ways.
That was the last
I'm out of
question.
here.
Yeah.
But again, we're getting second place. How many left? Wait, what?
There are still
There's
8 players, 2
Oh
squads.
my
So
God.
that math doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, this is 4-on-4. You guys are not dead yet. Now there's 7.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're gonna get second place again. Hold on a second. I'm gonna try.
Oh, there I go.
I see.
Another 6.
I see one. I'm in the circle
Great,
too.
good job.
Hang on. Hold on.
Good idea.
I'm in circle right now.
Good idea. Get in the mailbag. I'm gonna talk while
they're on me.
Joel's getting shot up. Oh man.
I got your back, Joel. There you go. He's gonna build.
But Ray, good idea putting this together. Nice execution of it as well. We appreciate you doing this.
All right, you guys talk all you want. Hold on a second. I'm in the zone here.
That's it, Joel. Get that thunderbolt ready.
I'm
Oh,
ready.
someone's
for it.
swimming. Here he come.
Hold up.
Do it.
Oh.
Hit the thunderbolt. Hit the thunderbolt.
No, he's down.
Oh,
Get him,
you do it.
Get him.
Yes, there you go.
Yes, Ray. Revive me so I can hit the lightning.
No, there's not enough time. There's not enough time. Hold on a second.
What?
Wait, now there is. Hold on. Now I can do it.
You should have got the medallion.
No, it's okay. I blocked the zip line so they can't zip line up.
No way.
There you
Nice.
Oh, you
Big
guys,
brain plays.
you guys put us in build mode. There we go.
Absolutely. It's like,
You can
yeah,
block it. I
it's
need
kind
some
of like
heals.
Go get that medallion. You need it.
it's like it's pulling the finals move there. You know, got to
Here it comes.
cut the ropes.
Oh, it goes through. Never mind. I knocked him though. One more. There's one more. We're 2-on-1 here. He's trying to hit lightning
There
on
you
us.
go.
Hang on a second. Where are you?
Oh no!
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on, because he's got to come to us. He's got
It's
to
a classic.
Even
Classic.
Come on. No.
What are you doing, Joel?
Did you even?
Let's run.
Here he comes. Where is he? Where the
You
hell
guys
is
got
he?
this.
Oh, he's zip.
Oh,
Sniper up top.
Yeah, there it is. Get him, Ray!
There they
Get
are.
him!
There you go.
Bolt him, Ray! Bolt him!
I don't have one. Oh, I used my last thing terribly.
Jump
Where
pad
is
out.
He went down the canyon to the left.
Downhill. Yeah.
He went down.
Where's
Yeah.
Ray?
Yeah,
Jump jet.
I see him.
yeah, 9 o'clock.
straight.
Roll down there. He went down.
He's got a sniper. Just watch for
No!
it. Joel!
I'm so mad. Revive me again.
No! Oh my god! I even said he has a
Ray
sniper.
didn't do it.
I did not do it.
man.
Ray got second place again.
I even said he has a sniper.
say.
Oh, there's 2 of them up still? No, he was down. There was 1 guy left. That hurts. Still, I'm still searching for that first win.
I'm not good at this.
Joel, did you
That was
fall off
pretty-
the cliff?
No, I didn't fall off the cliff. He sniped me on my way down. I was
Oh.
playing distraction.
I
But
did.
what I
Yeah,
did
that-
do is
you're
I
doing a
threw
great
You were
job.
distracting very
I
well.
threw a cluster clinger 6 inches in front of my face. That was pretty good.
So my big
It's a
brain.
classic.
By the way, my big brain play doesn't work. You shoot right through the build apparently.
I thought so. Yeah.
I
It looked like it held him off.
But you know what though? I think it messed up his timing though, because I shot him right out of the air when
Yeah.
he did it. All right.
The good part is though is that it was a clinger and it wasn't like you threw a med pack or anything. So you at least had that going.
At
for
least
you.
it was
You had-
off. It was
you
offensive.
had an offense.
I knew what I was doing. I was just doing it for the stream.
There you go.
For the stream.
All right, that was our last match. Got our last questions in. Last match. I hope you guys.
Great hosting, Ray.
I hope everyone enjoys this episode. Again, I always say, you know, I'm not. People ask a lot of things, and I'm like, I don't think I'm that interesting, but I hope you guys enjoy the show, and you know, maybe we'll do a different Ask Me Anything. Maybe I'll get other people on.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get Ask Me Anything Super User episode. We'll bring other people on. Something
There you
like that.
go. But they have to answer in super long super posts.
Every answer must be a super post.
Every answer has to be a dissertation.
I'll give you a month to prepare. Oh man. All right. Well, take care, everybody.
Nice job hosting, Ray.
Ray, you're the one who wraps this up, man. Wrap it up.
I don't even know how to wrap it up. We've made it to the end of our first Ask Me Anything. I'm
These are
Ray.
mailbag episodes in the podcast business, Ray. Get it together.
You can listen, you can still find the podcast. I think it's still the What Are Your Three? What Are Your Three? Ask Me Anything. You can find the podcast at c3.gg/podcast, dropping every Wednesday morning at 3:33 a.m. Eastern on all the major platforms, including Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Podcasts. I'm Ray. I also am recording tonight, but Dan will still put it together. Bromain's over there in the corner. Joel's the executive producer. There is a theme song by Castor Garden. And for everyone else, have a good day.
Channel 3 is the future.